Crosbo, how's it going? My Streamlabs updated and everything seems smaller. I have to peek a little bit closer to see the chat. Thank you. It's been a long work day. I got some farmer burn going on here. That's disappointing, but I'll joke, but I'm not about to go and burn the rest of me right now just to make it match. So, interview. Oh, so that's so for you. Is it Monday night as well? I can't. Yeah, it should be right. So you got one more day to prepare, and then one more night of the jitters. But you can only do what you can. Prepare yourself. Do your research. You can like almost prep like mock interview, or just think about what question you might be asked and go there, present your best self. But hope it turns out well for you. I look like an eraser. I've been getting bigger. But at the same time, I've been streaming less and I've been working out at the gym more. The biggest thing is everything's just easier at the gym, and that's how I've been used to training for so long that I find it easy to fall into my old routines. Whereas when I'm at home, I'm sort of making up a lot of stuff on the spot. It also gets hot as heck. But back to your interview. I hope you're in a situation where, like, it's always easier to interview and to look for jobs when you don't need one. It's Kahirayan. How's it going? I got my farmer tan down my back. I'm should warm up for some pull-ups here. Today is going to be a light day. I've only got 100 pounds here for weighted pull-ups. I'm probably going to see, maybe I'll see how many pull-ups I can do in 5 minutes. I'm a little bit beat up today, so. I'm not sure. Last I checked, it was 9%, but now I'm probably somewhere between 9 and 11%. I'm not as focused on it right now. Right now, I'm just trying to get stronger while staying lean, but I like to eat, so I've been substituting that by eating lots of high-filling, low-calorie foods. I like to be full. So Wednesdays, I've been going and dancing in the park. They have a swing, like there's 2 different events going on at 2 different parks. One is a swing dancing event where it's swing dancing choreography that everybody's supposed to know. I don't know it because I've never been interested in choreography, but I can watch the people and I can follow along with what they're doing, and I can do all the foot stuff, and I can catch on quick, monkey see, monkey do. Particularly since swing dancing, they have several staple moves that are used throughout many different choreographies, as well as partner dancing and social dancing and lead and follow. And then I'll spend an hour there, and then I'll go to another park that's about 5 minutes away, 5 minutes drive away, and they do a salsa and bachata. They do a salsa lesson, then a bachata lesson, and the lesson is really just more choreography, but it's a lot more hips. And they got two guys on the stage. Well, they got a guy and a girl on the stage. These people have won the like world championships in both salsa and bachata. So like my city is a very small city, but we're lucky to have them. And yeah, they just do a choreography on the stage, but they actually teach it. Whereas the swing dancing one is just a bunch of people who go and they just want to dance. This one's actually taught, and it's different every time. And it's you just go in, just like throw in side body rolls or whatever they want, and monkey see, monkey do. I don't know if I got too much stretchy skin, but I got some. I got six abs you can see, another two that are buried beneath fat. So I got a little bit of fat here. I'm not worried about it. There's at some point you get depreciating gains where it takes a lot of work just to. Here, I'm gonna get the monkey in the frame. It looks like Halloween where it's like the light underneath the face. My monkey's gonna tell you a horror, like a ghost story. All right. Oh, I hit my knee. Oh, that sucked. Oh, that. Oh, I hit my knee on the safety bars that go across the. Oh, that hurt. I've never done that before. Usually because I'm facing the opposite direction of this thing. Normally I'll turn this thing around, and that way the safeties aren't in front of me. Whew. I did a set of 20. I was going to go for 30, and then I banged my knee really, really hard. Well, that was. Whew. That brought tears to my eyes. Whew. I got. What's my vein? Uh, yeah, I did. I'm feeling it all in my arms, not in my back. What's funny is when I do a lot of volume of pull-ups, what'll go is my forearms. I'll go take a shower after. Every time I wash my hair, when I sort of pinch this together, it'll lock up and cramp. And I'll be like, oh, shake it. Just like, oh, oh, oh. When I did partner dancing, there's certain dances where you get chest to chest, and you hold the follow here with your hand on their back. Well, my forearm would cramp up, and I couldn't keep my hand on their back, so I'd be dancing, and I'd be shaking my hand off every time it locked up. I need something that's got more beat. This thing's very flowy. Yeah. Well, I was using momentum for the first 10 because I wanted to get to 30 and give a nice pull. And you gotta I actually have to slow myself down because my momentum's going up, as opposed to if I want to strictly squeeze. I'm gonna learn this time. the squeeze. I got my weight vest here, but I think I want to switch between, like, before I bring out the weights. Harley Prey, how's it going? Unfortunately, I have a Discord account. All right, I gotta send a text. This phone scares me half to death sometimes. Like if I'm using it and it rings, like it becomes one of those. I have a couch here so I can. All right, come on. It's upside down. There we go. Sorry about that. I got distracted. Echelon. I didn't. I heard something about like Twitch rivals. Um, the main Twitch streamer that I'll actually watch, besides several of us little guys, is I'll watch Terrible Hime. All right. I should have. All right. So what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do some rows, and then maybe I'll do some one-arm pull-ups for you guys. Hopefully, I don't kill my camera. Camera, please, please be good. I beg of you. Be good. There you go. My knee still hurts actually. The worst is I don't have any fans on me down here, and without the fans, I heat up right away. Yeah, I made a Discord. I made a Discord account because people have been asking for me to like answer questions for them on there, or they just want to talk to me on Discord. So anyone who's wanted to add me, I've added them. But otherwise, I don't make a point to go on Discord. Ooh. I don't know if I have enough gas in the tank to do one-arm pull-ups right now. I can try. This setup is a little bit uncomfortable for it because when I do one-arm pull-ups, my legs come up and out straight, and I sort of hold my body and tighten the abs, tighten the legs, but my legs will actually catch on the safety bar, and so as I'm pulling up, my legs are pushing into the safety bar. It adds extra weight. Ooh. My hair is very flat. I got hard hat hair today. Just wait until I feel the lactic acid go out of my arms, and I'll do some one-arm pull-ups, or try to. Um, Send me a whisper on Twitch. I'll go on there. I'll go on after the stream for a few minutes if it's not too late. I've got a busy week. There was a lot of yelling at work on Friday, which continued on until Monday, until I got to escape it by going outside and out in the field. All right. So, gaze a lat, strong shoulder, almost like a row, and then a curl, and bring the other opposite shoulder into the hand. That was a lot harder than it should have been. Wasn't happy with that. Had a hard time locking out. Oh, I've been keeping my pull-up bar outside on the balcony. It's got a spider web on it. I'm gonna get rid of the spider web. Give me a sec. Probably brought some spiders into my apartment. Well, yeah, there's a couple $100,000 on the line, and there is a university student who's trying to make a name for himself, and he went out and surveyed a job that our client had done based off of the survey that we provided to them, and he found the top names in the provincial government, basically anyone who matters in our province, CC'd them all, and then went on and then sent a mass email saying that the job was done wrong, and that it has to, and if he's right, our client has to go back to the site, which is in an island in the middle of the lake, and over and they have to over a couple kilometers of like a couple square kilometers, they have to remove 1 foot of soil. Except this university student is wrong, and his findings are very nuanced. And in order to explain why he's wrong, I have to explain how geoids, datums, and like GPS surveys, as well as like physical provincial landmarks work. And I have to explain it to a bunch of people who are very mad and don't want to listen. And I can't just tell them the answer right away, because I have to explain this is what this guy actually said. So what you see is you just see his bottom line where he says this. Well, this is what he's actually saying, and this is why he's wrong, and we're right. But this university student was trying to make a name for himself, and now, even if he was right, he's never going to get a job in this province, because everyone who matters in the industry know each other. And you don't just jump over people's heads like that. But I had a whole weekend to unwind. So Thursday, no, what was it? Yeah, so I'm losing track of my days, but I remember I did Yeah, so Wednesday I worked 14 hours out on site, walking up and down riverbanks. Got home, had a really nice chest workout. Thursday I took the day off. Friday was back. Saturday was chest. Sunday was legs. And every day I was just hitting it hard. I got no more stress left in me. I'm feeling good, but I still want to do some left on one arm pull-ups here. Is this a good view? Probably not. Let's push that here. This thing's moving on me. That's not good. Why is it doing that? This thing's in the way. All right, so now I don't feel that was very impressive. I'm a little bit too beat up. I finally have a song that has funk to it. It's even got me wanting to speak in the beats. Thank you. I really miss partner dancing, socializing every week with several really welcoming and just like wholesome communities. And the thing is a lot of them work and like their careers are in the arts. And anybody whose career is in the arts has really taken a hit over the last year and a half. And like it's hard, right? Because there's a lot of people that I'm worried about that actually know that I know are struggling, but can't fix the world. I can just try not to add to their troubles, but all right. I've been having fun, but let's do it. Let's do some proper pull-ups. Actually, I think I'm gonna change my grip. I still have a pull-ups bar that attached to a door, and I love that thing. That thing had several different grips I could use, and it was really well fitted for my body frame. But I don't have a door at my new place that I can actually attach the thing to. It would tear apart any door I would put it on. So I got this thing, and me and this rack have a love-hate relationship. When I start to add a lot of weight, these handles turn, start to spin out of my hand. All right, I was gonna do this. Ooh. Yeah, washed out. I definitely agree with that. And they're like anybody who wants to make it on Twitch. I wish them the best, right? I wish everybody could make it on Twitch. It is hard, and I've seen a lot of people who have come in here with a lot of hope, and I I just wish everybody could capitalize on that hope and get what they want out of it. And at some point, like you get back what you put in, but there's also a fair bit of luck to it, as well as well as time. So I got my cranberry cocktail, low calorie. I had it nice and cold. I was saving until I really needed it, until I started to overheat. Yeah, where it's like finish them. Where they okay, which I'm thinking of, is it Scorpion where he's uppercuts the guy's head to dash his skull off? I know for Mortal Kombat, I grew up with old Mortal Kombat, but I was never that good at it. But now they have like they got Mortal Kombat with what Arnold Schwarzenegger in it. They got Mortal Kombat with Rambo in it. And I remember watching a finisher video maybe a year or two ago, maybe just a year ago, where it was everybody's finishes. All right, no more water pull-ups. I wasn't I wasn't impressed. Those are something that you should save for when you're fresh. I'm looking at it. All right, I'm gonna close that now. Ooh. Next set. Actually, that cranberry cocktail is very thick. I'm gonna wash down my palate after a few sips of that stuff. What's funny, I'm not catching my breath after each set because I'm having too much fun jamming out and dancing. Whew. Today is an interesting workout day. I'm actually less focused on having a really good workout today. I just want to enjoy myself, get some lat pump in, but I haven't even put my weight. I haven't even put my weight vest on yet. I'm really glad I didn't take a break day today. Oh. All right, let's do some rows. Come on, camera. Be good to me. Be kind. Please rewind. Okay. It's so hot down here. Oh. Whew. All right. Oh, it's too hot down there. Maybe I'll bring out the belt. Because I've had to have done at least 100 pull-ups by now. Let me think. I did 20. I don't know if I've done 100. I'm going to assume I've done 80. That's just a number I'm picking up off the top of my head. I'm going to hope that's pretty close. want to do another 20 pull-ups. I don't care what variation. I'm just going to get them done. And then I'll start to add some weight. I'm really enjoying my music today. Picked a random playlist and went, and pretty happy with it. Oh, I guess everybody's taking off. That's okay too. I don't necessarily intend to have a really long workout today. Short and sweet. I think my camera is being a little fussy. I don't have a very good vacuum anymore. BB King, the thrill is gone. Thrill on, baby. I don't know what this playlist is, but I had a lot of songs that made me want to just move my body. Then there was ones that just had funk. This one's just smooth, and it's all soul. All right, so I'm going to do another set of pull-ups. Uh, so I can, like, I lost count of how many pull-ups I've done, but after another 10, for sure, I'll have done over 100. Then I'll bring out the weight belt. I have 100 pounds here I can add. Normally you want to do that when you're fresh, but get out of here. Road 44, how's it going? You got, is that a snake or is that a raptor remote? How's it going tonight? Nor like honestly, I love this song, but I'm in the mood for funk, not in the mood for soul right now. So let's. Yeah, pull-ups are what I'm good at. 2018, I herniated my disc. I tore my glutes. I couldn't train legs for 2 years. But what I could do is I could do pull-ups. And so you better believe pull-ups are what I did. Washed out. Well, I've dabbled in a little bit of everything. I just haven't competed in anything really. Um, what I struggled in the most was Olympic lifting. Like powerlifting, I was like great. Bodybuilding, I've got myself to what I would consider my peak genetic limit. But Olympic lifting, like I did well, but it didn't come to me as fast as everything else. And and so for me, it was hard. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. But when I'm out when I'm out on in the field, I'm an engineer. I can't just be like your typical construction worker, just take his shirt off and wear like a safety vest and hard hat. I gotta dress the part, wear a polo shirt. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go for regular walks outside now with my shirt off to try to blend this in. And the music was so good for such a long time. There we go. I'm gonna put my weight vest on, or not my vest, my weight belt. I think my camera can't decide how it feels about me today. So I'm just gonna do a 50-pound plate. I got my, maybe I should set this thing up a little bit better. I'll push it a little bit further away. I'm having fun. I've been doing most of my workouts at the gym, but I gotta say, I have missed this. I haven't been streaming as much, and when I have been streaming, I've been streaming in my workout room where there's just less space as opposed to my living room. But I can't fit this pull-up rack into my workout room. So 50-pound plate, not 45 pounds, but a whole 50. This thing is turning in my hands. Oh. Rebar 9. Yeah, this is entirely from work. So what I'm going to have to do, I'm going to have to start going for walks with my shirt off basically every day until it blends out. And while the weather still permits. Eight slopes. I don't know if I can claim that title, but I've been in relatively good shape for the last 9, almost 10 years. Gotta be close to 10. Actually, I think it's 10. And it was year 4 that I was at my absolute peak. So like, if you saw me after 4 years of training like a madman compared to now, it was a night and day difference. Like it was like the point where I was like at the peak of what you can get naturally. And but then when I started cutting and really like getting rid of all the fat, that's when I did it, but I wasn't happy anymore. Shad guy, 37. How's it going? Or how's it work? There. I was like, how do you make this thing with my hands here? Um, because it sucks to be 5% body fat. Like, there's only a few, like 1 in 10 million people who can actually be 5% body fat and be happy and have energy and live a fulfilled life. For me, it's below 7%. That's when I start to struggle. And so you get people that can get to 5% body fat. Like most people can. Some people just don't have the genetics for it, but most people can get like 6%, 5%. But there's only a very small handful of people who can actually live and sustain that. And even then, when you're at 5%, when I'm saying most people can get there, most people can't be healthy. Like most people at 5% would be starving and like just destroying their body. I got the belt on right now. Well, right now I'm somewhere between 9 and 11% body fat. Last time I measured myself, it was at 9%, but I've been less focused on staying lean since July. July, I started going back to the gym again. I started streaming less, spending like I started off doing 50-50. I told myself, okay, 3 days a week at the gym, 3 days a week, maybe four at home. And I'm not including things like going for walks. I'm not including like long days in the field, walking and carrying equipment. I'm not counting that as training. When I go on Wednesdays to do the partner dancing occasionally, not partner dancing, to do the salsa, bachata, swing dance, choreography dancing in the park, I'm not like it's cardio, but I'm not considering it really training. I'm not considering my stretching. Well, Chad guy, I wouldn't recommend like I wouldn't recommend anybody get to 5% body fat. When you're like most guys, you get full like some guys, some like you can be 15% body fat and have abs. How your abs look is largely dependent on genetics. Um, Whereas, like for myself, 9 to 11% body fat, I can maintain this all year round, and it's not hard for me because I sort of maintain consistency with what I eat, maintain consistency with my training, um, and if I do start putting on weight, I don't really care so much because if I put on 20 pounds, I know how to burn that right off. I could suffer with my diet. I could just eat less, burn it off, or I could move my body more, do more cardio, burn it off. It's just what happens though is you get like you don't gain weight just like that for the most part, but it happens over a steady period of time. But then all of a sudden you found yourself higher than what you want to be, and then it's a struggle to get back down because your hormones are all out of whack, and then it just becomes like it becomes a point where there will be some suffering, and nobody wants to go through that. So it's easier to maintain the status quo. But I'm going to do another set here of 50 pounds. 50-pound weight pull up. Oh, one sec. This thing is twisted out of my hand. I can take these things off if I want. Maybe I should. Maybe I'd get a better. That's probably not going to help me. Actually, it does. I just wish I had it on two arms. But I think the last comment I said was for my legs. Um, my legs are currently strong, but they're not safe the way I want them to be. Like when I was at my fittest, I was doing everything I could to become a back with legs. And right now, like my legs are strong, but they're more just like trunks, like they're just thick all the way down. They're not as shaped as they have been in the past, and that just takes time. And I have time. Hold on. don't have quite good lighting right now, but like I got the quads you can see come out, but I used to have like well-rounded, and now it's just like, but I have put a lot of size back into my legs because I couldn't train my legs at all up until beginning of 2020. And because I hurt my disc in 2018, um, and I was like physiotherapy and all these exercises for a year, and I started training my legs again. Like I started doing compound lifts with my legs. Like I started off on the stationary bike with like no resistance, and that was so hard to do. Like I was struggling to just go on the stationary bike and get my legs moving because I also tore my glute. And so 2020 is my first time I picked up a deadlifting bar and I was able to pick it up. I couldn't pick up anything off the floor. And I started off with like a 10-pound plate, a 10-pound, like the bumper plates, two 10-pound bumper plates, and a 45-pound bar. And I could barely do that. By the end of 2020, October 2020, I was lifting 575 pounds. And it was like I had this one weak link, and as the weak link improved itself, I was able to utilize my strengths more. Well, you can probably hear that. Let's actually rub the skin a little bit. Yeah, it's like a washboard. Now I'm just leaving marks. Look what I did. Here, I'll make it even all over the place. Now I'm going to spend the rest of my stream with go away. It doesn't rub off. I'm going to do some more rows here, and I will turn this way. Oh. My preferred workout method is 5 days on, 1 day off, with just like going for walks and moving my body and stretching a little bit more on the day off. That's the method that I found I thrived at the best. But I didn't start there. Like I remember when I was only able to do 3 days a week, and 3 days a week took everything out of me. And if I did more than 3 days a week, I wouldn't recover. And then it was 4 days a week, and I was training hard 4 days a week, and I was recovering. And then I hit the 5 days, and occasionally I've mixed it up. September 2020, I worked out, and I worked out hard every day. So every day for the month of September, I worked out, and that was just something I did like 14 days in a row without even thinking about it. Every day I just like, the gym was open. I was like, everyone's got their lockdown blues. This is like the savior in the sky here. So I just went to the gym every day for 14 days in a row. Realized it was 14 days. I'm like, hey, let's keep going. And it became like an arms war. Like that. That's what was happening in my body. Every day managing my recovery. So it was like, what can I do today, and how am I going to plan this out so that everything is recovering and I'm able to train everything, well, one thing after another thing to another thing, without like wearing down my forearms, without wearing down my triceps, without overtaxing my legs, without messing with my shoulders. And every so often I have a plan, but I get to the gym like, yeah, my shoulder's not feeling today. I'm gonna have to pick something else on the fly. But there's a lot of stuff you can do, and I was doing things that I had in my back pocket that I haven't done in a while. I like my wood choppers. You can do variations where you come up, you can do variations where you come down, grab like cables and twist, and it's really good for just increasing your strength. My arms bigger than my head? I don't think so. Not maybe together. Yeah, I'll just call these. Hey, look, I got suspenders. Yeah, but I'm gonna have to. This will be gone by tomorrow. Maybe I'll make the rest of it red too. Make it match. But honestly, like my biceps, if I'm here, I'll flex them because I can see them right away. But I am not really that interested in my own biceps. If anything, I want my triceps to pop out. I spend more effort on my triceps than I ever have on my biceps. Most of my biceps is actually from back exercises. So, like for most of my training, I've almost never done arms. Like I've never done like bicep curls, and I would often save those for when everything else is beat up and I was tired of ab days. Chad guy, is the world being run by interdimensional space vampires, basically demons who created the pandemic to kill the masses with the vaccines? Well, I can easily say you guys are all a figment of my imagination, and you can't prove me wrong. Or there's the famous, the world was created last Tuesday. Doesn't matter what arguments that you give me, there's always there's always an answer. Hey, I was just reading the chat. Oni-chan, how's it going? Glad to have you here. I was showing off the sounds that my abs make, and now I got scratch marks along my belly. My workout started with some really good dancing. I was in this like for about 40 minutes. I was just in the zone. Everything was just feeling right. Happy to be here. I did like 100 pull-ups or something, and nothing changed except for the music. I was just on a playlist, and now it's nice, but it doesn't get me really moving my whole body anymore. Good thing you're doing good. Yeah, this stuff here is 30 calories. No, 10 calories per cup. 10 calories per cup. The only downside is it's pretty thick, so I keep water on hand too to wash it down. Otherwise, my throat will dry out. I eat dinner before my workouts, and I'll typically leave an hour for. Well, I eat meals throughout the day, so I eat when I wake up. Then I have a veggie shake. Then I eat a meal. Then I go to work. Then I eat. I try to eat at 10 o'clock, but if I'm hungry at 9, I'll eat at 9. So 9 or 10, then like 11 to 12, and then I'll eat again at 3. Then I'll eat my biggest meal I'll get home, and I might have a bunch of fruit at 5:30, just to tide me over until I can eat a hearty meal, and then I will maybe about 7 o'clock. I will maybe 6:30 to 7. I'll eat a really heavy meal, give myself an hour for it to digest, and then go work out. That's my go-to. I like eating. I like being full, And since I'm not having 5,000 to 6,000 calories anymore, I'm just having more low filling or high filling, low calorie foods. All right, so this stuff here has 1 gram of sugar per cup. Finally got some good music. I'm gonna get my weight vest on. Do another set of 50-pound weighted pull-ups. Yeah, I remember when I was a kid, and maybe embarrassingly not so long ago, that oh yeah, well I'm losing an argument. Well, you know what? You're just a figment of my imagination, anyways. So, uh-oh, did my internet freeze? Huh? My Streamlabs froze there for a second. Can I break my biceps? I can squeeze them till they cramp, and I can flex the muscle till it hurts. But no bicep tears. I wouldn't wish that on anybody. I I really empathize with you watch the videos where people injure themselves at the gym. I never want to see that. I never want to see anybody tear their tendon off their bone or whatnot. I want people to succeed. I want people to. I don't want none of that. Let's take this off because these things spin in my hands and they're annoying. But I'm wasting my energy just by carrying this weight on my waist. It's taking my breath, my very precious breath I need for lifting. Ah, four hands. Oh. No. Um, so I would get regular, before the pandemic, I would get regular deep tissue massages, and the muscles can take a beating. Like I would go to the biggest guy I could find. Like this guy is 6'4", and he'd have his elbow on my muscle, putting his entire weight on it, and it hurts so good, but nothing breaks. Um, I've gotten knots before. When I get knots, I'll get them along like through my shoulder blades, and often like I don't necessarily feel them throughout my day, but when I get some tissue work done, that's when that's when they pop out and they rear their ugly heads. But like often whenever I get a knot in something, the best fix I have is just to flex the muscles in the area, and it often works it out. So like if I get something stiff in my neck, I might do like wide grip pull downs, and I'm not trying to really push really hard. I'm just trying to flex the muscle and deactivate whatever trigger is causing it to lock up. I've never taken creatine. I've done all my research into it. It works. Aside from like the two supplements that you can take that will work is protein powder and creatine. But years ago, like over the years, they've revamped creatine. So the creatine they make now isn't the same compounds as the creatine that they had years ago. Like I think you used to have water or some like they recommend you have cranberry juice or something with it. Um, Now I don't think you need to do that anymore. Um, I would invest. I would invest in this. Um, if it's in the upper back, if you grab a towel, uh, you can sort of flex the muscles there by squeezing. And I don't know. This isn't a towel, so it's. I'll be right back. I brought out Mickey Mouse. Put outward tension in the rope, and almost go as if you're doing a pull-up. That will mimic um, some of the like doing cable rows, except it doesn't get very deep in the back. It's all in the upper back, shoulders. But you get a good workout, and the stronger you get, the more force you put into it, and you're fighting against your own strength. But what I would recommend as well, invest in a lacrosse ball. These things are hard as all heck. You can't deform it at all, and you can lay on it. That might be too difficult. That might be too intense. But what you can do, you can stick it against the wall, stick it against the wall, and then lean into it. And oh, that's heaven. Um, you can also get a foam roller, which I always keep handy. But these don't have the pinpoint accuracy that the lacrosse ball has. This thing is better. Like there's a lot you can do with this, but for specific tight knots, it might not. I don't know. They're like $5-10. They're not very expensive, and you buy one, you keep it for life. Um, no, like you often you'll get a knot from like straining yourself, or like there could be some trigger points that you're like. The one thing you got to worry is sometimes you get a knot because it's like it might not be a knot, but your back might be tight in order to protect itself. But that'll be more like the mid back typically. Like if it's around the shoulder blades, like deep tissue massage can get it out, but it comes down to like one session might not do it. But if you regularly just like with the foam roller, right? The foam roller, you lay on it and you'll find your tight muscles. And when you roll through your IT band, everybody's got tight IT bands, um, and it starts off. It might be quite painful, but regularly doing it, you'll get rid of the problem, and you'll no longer have tight IT bands. And when you roll over it, you're just like, oh, this is nothing. I don't feel anything anymore. Did I get some sleep? Thank you for coming by. I got I got a weight belt on right now that's sort of pushing my belly up. So, anyways, next set. Ding. I changed my camera angle. I got my 50-pound plates. You want a good grip exercise. Oh, just hang on to these things. And I remember when I was moving and I was carrying these things from one apartment to the next. I brought it out of the first apartment, but then 10 minutes later, when I drove to the second, my grip strength was completely taxed, and I couldn't even carry them anymore. Sissy life, how's it going? Oh, I finally got some music with some funk, but I can't really move too much with a 50-pound plate on my waist. So I'm gonna pump this workout out so I can enjoy this song. My hands are actually starting to hurt from I've probably done 200 pull-ups so far this session. Yeah, you'll also notice I typically don't grab with my thumbs. I'm often holding it with my fingers. And there is benefits to gripping with like having your thumb over the bar, particularly for engaging the scapula, but cool. Oh. How are you doing tonight, Sissy Life? So simply too deep. I'm getting all the regulars out today. I'm getting rid of this thing. This is constricting, and I just want to. Let's hope my camera doesn't start hating me here. I got a shave. I got some scruff. How have I defined my V? It's a lot of volume, a lot of back. For myself, I saw somebody walking on the street who had the taper. I decided I want that. I started training my back 3 days a week. Specifically, one day was like all out rows. Another day was all out, like just your typical pull, like your pull up or your cable pulls. And the other day was variations of compound lifts. And like 3 months, I went from a twig. I'm an engineer. I can't go grizzly for too long, but I've been out in the field the last couple weeks, and I guess I haven't had too much in person, like I haven't had any in person things going on since the pandemic. But this Friday, there was a lot of yelling at work, a lot of angry people. There was like hundreds of thousands of dollars on the line. There was this university student who was trying to make a name for himself by stirring up a whole bunch of trouble. And I was stuck in the middle and stressed me right out. But Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I hit the weights super hard at the gym every day. Friday was back, Saturday was chest, and Sunday was legs. Went all out. Twitch, Linux, Vander, and gentleman. Hey, gentleman lifter, how's it going? You caught me on a pull-up day, of course. I've lost count. I'm gonna say over 200, but I'm gonna do some rows in the meantime. My last probably 70, 80 pull-ups have been weighted, and I'm just gonna do some body weight calisthenic stuff. I'm doing great. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I was at the gym, and this was I've been streaming less, working out at the gym more, and I've been falling back in my old patterns, which is great, but I have missed this. I was jamming out for the first 40 minutes of my workout, not a care in the world, having a great time. Come on, let's get myself in frame here. How's that? Were you streaming tonight? I ended up working late. I got farmer's tan, sunburnt my arms, wearing a polo shirt outside. Yeah, so gentleman lifter, he's a power lifter streamer. He's got a lot better beer than I do. I'm all scruff and grizzly. He's well refined and dignified, but he's good people. You check him out. Yeah, you can see it. And then earlier I was playing a musical instrument. I was playing some musical instruments with my abs, and I got marks from my skin on there. Yeah, but I brought out my pull-up bar. I've been doing all my back workouts at the gym because this thing is really subpar. It's the safeties get in the way. Not like I can't do muscle ups on it. I can do one arm pull ups on it, but they're awkward. My first set this stream, I was gonna do a pull up set of 30. Just gonna go. I got to 20, and then I hit my knee on the safety bar, and then I was just like basically crying on stream, boo hoo hoo, my poor knee. And yeah. I didn't. I was working. I caught. I dropped in. I dropped in another streamer's channel while I was eating and cleaning up this space to work out because I'm in my living room right now. I have a workout room, but I can't fit this rack in there right now without undoing the handlebars. So this got a 50-pound plate. That's all I'm going to do right now. I've got enough volume that All right. Yeah, I had rubber or plastic handles on this thing. I took them off because they were spinning in my grip. All right. Cool. Guys, I think my back is pretty taxed out. And my hands are starting to hurt. Just, I don't even have enough energy for chin-ups. You got me at the tail end of my workout here. All right. But yeah, I spent a lot. So, time for bed for you? Yeah, well, thanks for coming by. Yeah, I spent a lot of time dancing on my streams. I miss going out and partner dancing, but I got music. I enjoy just letting it flow through me and just letting my body do what the music tells me to. And it usually my streams usually go one of two ways. Either I have tons of people here chatting with me, or I just like put on a music that's got some funk to it and just let myself go. You're at work. Oh, yeah, it's just ignore. Nothing to see here, folks. Yeah, I was walking up and down riverbanks all day. Well, that's not true. So Friday was all that yelling. Sent out a bunch of emails after a bunch of meetings, and then there was meetings Monday morning, and then like right before lunch, I took off, and I was like 7 hours or 6 hours or so out in the site, getting burnt, walking up and down riverbanks. I mean, yeah, you gotta enjoy what you do. Like I love cranberry juice. Every time I take a sip of cranberry juice, it reminds me when I was a kid, hanging out with my great grandmother at the nursing home. That was probably like growing up. That was probably the only time of the year I ever had cranberry juice, and she always had it ready for me because so like she knew I liked cranberry juice, and it was almost like a little treat just from her. And so even now, like how many years later, I still get nostalgic. All right, more rows. I'm not. I'm done bulking. I've I've done 3 years, like 3 years on a 5 to 6,000 calorie a day diet, and that was rough. So like that was like I've also been 5% body fat, and that was hard, but 3,000, 5 to 6,000 calories a day, like that's eating my last meal at like after midnight, like right around midnight, going to bed absolutely stuffed, waking up still full at like 5:30 in the morning just to eat another meal, then power nap again till 7, eat again, go to work for 8, and like the eating was tough, but I was also burning off those calories, and like I was constantly burning off those calories, and and for myself, I like being full. Like the easiest way to diet for me is just eat until I'm not hungry anymore. Restrict my calories, but if I'm hungry, just eat, but eat until I'm not hungry anymore. Um, but I like to be full, and I can do that and stay lean by eating more high filling, low calorie foods. That's your green vegetables. Like you gotta understand where like how much volume something is, and how many calories per volume something is. Like I'll often fill up on fruit. 1 pound of strawberries is like 150 calories. All right, let's. And these days, I'm letting my hunger dictate. I'm not overly focused on staying lean, but I'm letting my hunger dictate how much I eat. But I'm just choosing lower calorie alternatives, so I can eat until I'm full and never have to worry about it. Yeah, my back is toast. Yeah, I make myself protein ice cream, which is basically fruit, soy milk, um, Greek yogurt, protein powder, and thickening agent. Blend it all up. You get something like a nice strawberry ice cream that will fill you up on like 300. Like you wouldn't be able to eat 300 calories. It's just too filling. Yeah, most people don't like like 100 calories of spinach is like that. Like for myself, like I get a big salad bowl. I'll fill that thing up. If I have one whole salad, I'm still not satisfied. I'll go one for another one. I'm gonna switch songs here. Let's get all this stuff out from under my feet. Yeah, I had Twitch soundtrack working for like a week, and then it broke, and I haven't been able to fix it. Um, and I just have a random playlist playing on Spotify right now, so I never know what song I'm gonna get. But I will never be able to live my life without music. So I graduated university and I started lifting weights. And in my mind, I was becoming an engineer. I wanted to become the ideal professional. That's sort of what I had in my mind. So I was taking cooking classes, I was taking taekwondo. I got myself ranked 7th in my province for badminton. Um, and I'm like, I want to learn how to dance. And in my mind, I was thinking suit and tie, ballroom, very formal. But I didn't know where to go for that. But when I was in the university, I knew of the University Swing Dance Club. And so I went on the computer, Googled it. Oh, look, there's a free lesson at 7 to 8 p.m. and open dance from 8 until 1 o'clock in the morning. That's in 2 hours. Okay, let's go. I went, I took the first class, and then I very meekly hid and sit in the deepest, darkest corner I could find. There was a woman named Amelia who grabbed me, dragged me to the dance floor, and then I had a whole bunch of people who were very patient with me, and the rest was history. And then I went from never, never in my life, never in my life could I have imagined myself really getting into something like partner dancing. And for me, I like the leading and following aspect of it. And that's sort of where I started, and that's where I spend most of my energy. But over time, you just can't help but feel the music. And when you're leading and following, there's also a conversation. There's feedback. You listen to your partner, and sometimes I'll listen to a song, and I'll have an idea, but my partner will have a better idea, and I'm like, take me away. Let's see where this goes. Especially since, as a leader, you're often spending more time thinking about the moves, thinking about what you're going to do, how you're going to lead, and the follow has more time to listen to the music. And so I graduated civil engineering. I spent 6 months working in the structural engineering portion of it, and then I've been doing geotechnical engineering ever since, with a fair bit of hydraulics, hydrology. I do log grading. We do slope stability, and I'm always out and about on riverbanks. So when you think civil engineer, most people think, oh, they build bridges. Well, that would be the structural engineering portion. Well, the geotechnical engineering portion, we ensure that the bridge that's built, that the underlying soils can support that bridge. And so is that raw bean, not raw 18, raw bean. How's it going? I got farmer's tan today. I'll have to get rid of that. Gubster, how's it going? I think I've more or less finished my workout for tonight, but I'm happy to still be here for a little bit longer. How are you doing tonight, Gubster? I'm doing good. I haven't been streaming as regularly since July. I started spending more and more time at the actual gym. You're getting ads? All right, thanks for coming by. I almost called him gentleman streamer. Gentleman lifter. He's a power lifter. He streams. He's probably a better guy than I am. He's got the beard that proves it. But I dance, or what was it? Dance Monkey Dance. Yeah, wrists. You gotta be careful with your wrists. Like you, like if you're having trouble with your wrist, you better hope it's mobility issues because like you can bug up your wrists, and if it's an injury, if they don't heal as fast that often, like you can get carpal tunnel, you can get like you can get like an impingement in there. You can mess like you can uh, yeah warm up your wrists. That's something that you'll never go wrong doing. All right, have a good night. Hi Faye, how's it going? Yeah, school next week. Thank you. I'm enjoying myself. I've been watching that '70s show in my free time, and like they have their dance numbers, they have those little skits in between scenes where it's just like they're jumping on a trampoline, or you get Fez doing his dancing, and I'm watching it, and then as they do that, I can't help but emulate the dance moves that they're doing, and I don't even remember I don't remember anything that they did really, but as you're doing it, I'm doing it alongside them. It's like, oh yeah, yeah, this is, and I'm always told myself I should steal that because that's some good moves. But as like with their '70s dance style moves, the clothing actually makes a big part of the aesthetic of those moves. With like the flared out pants legs and the yeah, that's a show that always brings me up. I remember living with my dad in the summers, and a lot of stuff was going on that wasn't so pleasant. But we'd all get together, we'd watch a show, and we'd all be laughing together watching that '70s show. Big belly laughter. So this thing's out of water. All I have left is my cranberry cocktail, which is too thick to drink by itself for me right now. Yeah. Well, good luck with the new school year. Yeah, I get that, but just try to stay positive. Try to like try to just go in being the best you that you can be, because that's all you all you really have control over is your own behaviors, your own thoughts, your own actions, and that can always make a large difference on like just with like how you interact with things and the mindset you go in, because nothing's always easy, but even if something is like, okay, this is something, didn't care for that, never want to do it again, but think to yourself like, break it down, what happened there, what was my part in it, how can I go about this next time, what have I learned about myself throughout this experience. All right, so that song's over. Free time until April. Well, when it comes to like improving your health, like it's the lifestyle that you live, and that's why you got to make it as easy for yourself as possible. So at those periods where you don't have the time, it's just like, okay, well, 45 minutes a day, like I'm gonna fit that 45 minutes, like 5 days a week. I'm gonna fit that in, and that's just what I do, and it becomes easier if it's part of your lifestyle as opposed to all over the place. And I think I got some redneck too. So I got. I think I'm gonna see who's streaming right now. See if I can send some love to others. Oh, there's who's this? Well, that's not who I thought it was. Okay. Hey, there's me on the. I will send you to this guy right here. Yeah, I'm thinking about taking off right now, but don't want to. Let me see. Let's get caught up. All online classes for the first semester. The second semester, you'll have some class in person. Yeah, plans. They're just that. It's a good man. I got workout brain, but it's good to have a sort of roadmap in front of you. But plans often change to meet the to meet the situation at hand. But I'm going to be rating this guy right here. Hate to leave you in the middle of a chat here, but if you don't catch me on the stream, feel free to let let me know like how your school there is going, Gubster, or if you have any questions, I'll answer any of your whispers. All right, but I'll do some last minute flexing so I know where to find it in the VOD later. See my striations in my shoulder. that farmer's kind of that vein. Oh.